Welcome back to day 8 of the AI Academy 30-day challenge. Today we're going to be talking about research and learning. Crazy that we're almost already full through our first full week. This was the foundations week. Super exciting that we got through this. And today we're going to be talking about research and learning. So let's hop right into it. And then I think we have a roundup tomorrow. And then we'll be into week 2. Of 4. So you guys are killing it. You're already on day 8 of 30. Keep the momentum going. Keep posting your accountability and keep learning. As always, subscribe and follow for important new updates regarding this course, other free courses we have coming in the future, along with anything school course related. It's the YouTube and Instagram. As always, share the course as well. Let's start a revolution together and change people's lives. Bonus 40% commission. As always, everything in this school is free, but if you want to earn a little side income on people joining our paid community or find some of our consulting services, that is always available. Something else that's always available is our monthly giveaways. So if you complete your worksheets and you're active in the community, you can level up and have your chance to win those every single month. And what a lot of people don't realize, and I just wanted to mention here really quick, is if we go over to our school, the leaderboard stays. So if you complete your worksheets and you level up to that 3, you stay at level 3 and you automatically get that one entry into the Apple giveaway every month for as long as this school is a thing. So practically forever. Same with level 5 for 3 entries a month. Same with level 7 for 5 entries a month. So once you level up and you engage in the community, it stays there. Super rewarding for our members for that chance to win. Right now it's the Apple products every month, but I know we'll be going to bigger and better products in the future for the giveaways. Get a chance to win those monthly prizes. Bonus tip, watch this course in 2x speed. Share your results and experience with others. So the agenda for today, we're going to be talking about how to make ChatGPT, these LLMs, show your sources. We're going to be talking about the research loop that I use, how to use AI as your tutor to learn things, and then your research, how to research your goal. So to make it show sources, always ask for sources when you're doing anything research related with AI. Give me a source for each claim by default. Click on these links, double check them, click before you trust, open the link and confirm it actually says what you're looking for. Actually read these articles, guys, don't skim. And then watch for fake citations. We talked about this on day 5. AI can invent real looking sources. We always prefer primary sources, official sites, papers, and docs over a random blog that it just pulled from the vast of the internet. And recency does matter here. So I've fallen victim to this where I find a good article for a claim for something I'm researching, and then I realized it was dated back to like 2022. So check the date. Old info can be wrong. So let's hop in and talk about the research loop now. So you always want to start your research loop by asking a sharp question, and we'll go through this in today's video. Narrow beats broad every single time when doing research. Aim it with your 4-part prompt that we already discussed. Gather sources. I think the 4-part prompt was in day 6 or day 5. Gather sources. Have it pull 3 to 5 claims, each with a link. Again, the more narrow and specific you can be here, the better results will be. Cross-check. Confirm the key facts in a secondary place, not on the LLM, somewhere else. Capture notes. Save what's verified in your own words. If you write it, you'll remember it better. And repeat if it's too thin. If you want to dig deeper on anything that still feels shaky, always do so. So, AI as your tutor. This is going to be the bulk of today's lesson. You can learn anything fast. You can have it teach you a hard topic step by step, and we're going to go into a demo here at the end of this slide. It can explain it simply. Ask for plain English first, then as always, you can dive deeper. Have it quiz you. I wish I had this back in high school and college. It's basically a tutor in your pocket for anything you need to learn for academics or for business. And it's just a great guide. And you can use your own examples. Tie new ideas to what you already know. Upload PDFs. You can learn some very complex things in very rudimentary English. And still, again, you want to verify. These tutors can be wrong, but the process in which they teach you can be amazing. So with that, we're going to hop into the demo for today. First off, if you're not in the school, this is where you're watching the course, just make sure you join. 3.5K people in here already. If you want the worksheet for today, founderdrew.com /day 8. and it will pull up the worksheet for you right here. You guys are already masters at this. We're just gonna go make a copy, and now we have our own worksheet to fill out. But I'm going to be using Claude today. ChatGPT does have a learn feature too, as I'm sure Gemini does. But if you go into Claude, there is this learn button right here, which will pull up a few examples. So help me make sense of some of these ideas. Hey Claude, could you help me make sense of these ideas? If you give me more information about the 1 and 2 key questions, it gives you a few outlines. You could say, hey, create a study plan for me. Hey Claude, could you create a study plan? If you need more information from me, ask 1 or 2 key questions if you think it should give. So the way you use these is, it'll ask you questions obviously now, but we're just gonna go into a new chat. As you would prompt it on something before, and then you could use the learn button. So let's say I wanted to research, hey Claude, I want to research the top AI newsletters in the world, what they're doing with their publications, how they're advertising, everything like that. And then I want you to quiz me so I can learn how to do this myself. So we do something like this, and you could just do it straight into the chat, or as I said, you can use the learn button here. So going back to our slideshow here, it's really important if you want to learn anything fast, you can have it use a tough subject, ask for plain English. And I guess we'll go through an example here. Hey Claude, I want you to use your learning mode. And as I said, I want to study the top AI newsletters in the world, what they're talking about, their publications, and why people open them and read them. Feel free to quiz me, ask me some background stuff, and then let's hop into this learning. So this is how I prefer to do it. I prefer to just prompt straight in chat. ChatGPT, I know for sure, just has like a learn button. You can turn it on and it will change it a little bit. But this is my preferred method, using Fable 5 here. Directly to what we're doing for the AI debrief. This is the newsletter, around 100,000 subscribers already. Been up for around 100 days. So it's gonna go out a roadmap here. It's gonna pull all our information, and then it's gonna just go straight into a quiz here. So this is something I could use. It's talking about other newsletters in the space. I think it's super helpful, especially as we're going through our goals here, to just understand how these LLMs can be used to actually learn what we might be missing. Another prompt that I'll just throw in here as an Easter egg is something around the lines of, hey Claude, in my situation with my newsletter, what's the one thing I'm missing right now that could really be a game changer in the future? What am I not seeing? This would obviously be in a longer chat in a project when Claude actually has some context of what I'm building and my goals. But this prompt of what am I missing right now is something that's really changed not only how I do business, but how I prompt and the results I get in the future. So researching your goal, we're just gonna go over this really quick. Pick one real question, something you need answered for your goal. Don't make it too broad. As we talked about, you want it to be as narrow as possible. Run the loop on it, question, sources, cross-check, and then the notes. So I ask the question, then you'll get the sources, cross-check the sources, and then save your notes. Cross-check each fact. I cannot say this enough, guys. Confirm each in a second place before saving. Capture 3 sourced facts. Verify with links you can revisit in the future. And then fill out your worksheet for today. Quick lesson today, guys, as we wrap up week 1 of the foundations. I think we covered everything I wanted to with not only getting trustworthy sources, but also prompting, understanding the LLM, so we can really take all this basic education and roll it over into next week. And we're just going to keep doing that for the next 4 weeks. As this beginner education course, I think it's very important. So attached below are found at foundry.com/day8. And then you guys already know this: post your results and accountability, lesson 8, check-in, real leverage, not theory. So before we go into the summary today, again, foundry.com/day8 will get you this. Questions for today: pick one real question, something you actually need answered for your goal. You could just delete and answer it in here. Mine would be like something with AI newsletters. Run the research loop, sources it gave me, paste in those links to save. Again, we want to be saving all these worksheets into a folder on our desktop or somewhere where we can reference them again. I cross-checked a key fact, yes, and then where do you cross-check it? Capture the source facts, fact 1, and the source. We're going to be using this in a later section. So again, we want to save all these worksheets. That's why, again, like posting them in accountability also helps, because then you can just go back and find them yourself, and you're sharing what you're doing and what you've learned with other people in the community, which is what this community is all about. As your tutor, have it teach you one thing about your topic you didn't fully get, what finally clicked, and one thing I'll actually do with it. Lock it in, check these off. I opened at least one cited link to confirm it was real, and I cross-checked at least one fact in a second place. So post one source fact and accountability, lesson 8 check-in, and then as always, keep your worksheet. So we just go file, download here, PDF, and always we'd go into the AI Academy, and it's starting to populate now in the accountability section. A lot of people coming in here and doing their check-ins. Someone just 17 minutes ago did lesson 4, and needs it's at lesson 6, already. So you just go in here, make sure on this, attach your PDF, title it lesson 8 check-in, and then honestly, it's cool to see the variation of how much people write, like writing a paragraph or just a few sentences right here, and you'd post it in the AI Academy. So summary of what we covered today: always ask for sources, loop, go through your 4-step loop, ask, source, check, and save. AI is your fastest tutor, and tomorrow we're going to go through your first AI workflow. Finally, guys, super exciting. If you want to go faster, founderyou.com/consultant. All money gets reinvested to reach more people. If you're ready to build and scale, school.com/AI Academy Plus. If you've enjoyed the course at any point, please leave a testimony on our wins category on School. It helps us out a lot, and it's cool to see how people are growing and learning. And with that, let's get to work, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.